Hello everyone, I'll be making a very delicious and spicy Nigerian stew today. It's popularly known as Ayamase or Ofada stew. Well, join me, let's get cooking. I'll start by blending the habanero and green bell pepper in the food processor to avoid adding water. However, if you're using a blender, you can just add a little drop of water. After blending, I'll boil the pepper to dry out the excess water. You can also drain the water using a sieve. I prefer drying mine because it tastes a bit different. Remember to stir now and again and reduce the heat if it's too high. Once the excess water is out, the pepper should be half its previous size. Turn off the stove and set aside. Add palm oil into a separate cooking pot and allow it to melt for 8 to 10 minutes. At this point, the oil would be very hot and smoky. Leave the pot cover on and allow it to cool down. Once the oil is cooled, the smoke would have evaporated and the color should be like honey brown. Set the oil back on the stove and add the locust bean. This is an essential part of this recipe because it gives it that traditional flavor. I will also stir in the diced onion. Fry for a minute or two until the onion is golden brown. I will stir in the pepper at this point and reduce the heat if it's too high. Remember to place the pot cover back on and cook until you can see the oil floating on the sauce. I would now stir in the crayfish and the cooked assorted meat. As you can see, I've got shaki, pomo, abodi and beef. I would add a bit of stock just to give it that Maggi flavor and salt to taste. Stir all together and taste to check if you're satisfied with the seasoning or if you need to add more. Finally, I would add the boiled eggs gently to avoid breaking them. And stir once again and place the pot cover back on and bring to boil. The Ayamase stew is now ready, so you can turn off the stove. It might look a bit watery, but if you let it sit for like 30 minutes, it will definitely thicken up. Now, this is what it looks like exactly after 30 minutes. You see the changes? Yeah, it's glaring, isn't it? So thick. The more time you let it sit, the thicker it gets. Well, we've come to the end now. Thanks for spending your time with me today. And I hope you enjoyed this delicious Ayamase stew with Ofada rice or any kind of boiled rice. You can also serve with boiled yam, plantain or beans. Remember, subscribe on YouTube so you can get more videos and ask any question on the comment section. Thanks again for watching.